Hi everyone, welcome along to today's video, and this one is to do with showers, baths, sinks and the leaks you get from them, not from the pipes and the waste and things going into and out of them, but the seals around them. Yeah, I'm talking about those mastic seals around the bath edge, especially the shower, up and down both sides, and they just seem to always crack after a while. I can only assume with mine, it's on a wooden floor, even though it had strengthening and everything put under it, you still get movement, and I think in the end it always seems to crack along the mastic somewhere and you get a leak after a little while. Just one of those jobs you just got to keep on doing. So let's take a look at mine. There then you can see the first leak from my shower cube in the corner there. We leaked a little bit there for a while, so got to sort that one out. This one here though, in this corner, is my worst leak, very bad one. I've had it a little while, I keep masking it over and just ploughing it in there, but it does look awful. It's time to peel it all off and do it properly. The worst thing about this one, of course, is I've got a cupboard right in front of it. And you can see where I've tried to get my fingers down through there with mastic and get something in there, but it's impossible. I also tried doing it from under here, which again, very different, just makes it look a real terrible mess, which it is, and it's still leaking, so it didn't really do it. So it's time to take this cupboard out and we'll get the whole thing off the wall and cut all that mastic out. There are mastic removers that can help get the stuff off for you and start and redo it all again. So obviously one of these tools, but what stuff? Well, I've always used that there. Okay, it's CT1, really good stuff. I've always used it, but went down to get a new tube of this yesterday and my builder stopped doing it. I couldn't believe it. He said, yeah, I've stopped doing it, I've got something I think is better. I don't know till I've used it, but he's given me this stuff. Well, he hasn't given it to me. Yeah, maybe pay for it first. It's Obi-Wan. Yeah, it's nothing to do with Star Wars or anything like that. It's just another mastic that he reckons is as good as the CT1. Well, we'll see. Time will tell, eh? But what I'm saying to you really is get the very best mastic you can if you've got a leak from your shower cubicle or down the edge of your bath. Now to that end, I've got a video I did a little while back before we even had CT1 where I sealed round my bath, and a lot of you have asked, well, how do you do it, what's the best method? There are lots of tools you can get to make the mastic smooth that will guide it round smooth, but I've always used the wet finger method, and I'll show you that now in this little video of a seal I've done on the bath some time back before the days of CT1. Now there's a couple of ways you can do this. A couple of people say use masking tape, which you can do along the edge of the bath and along the edge of the tile, and then just fill it with mastic, wait for it to go and take the masking tape off. I don't prefer that way. I prefer just do it in as thin as possible and use the wet finger method, and that's the method I've always used, and that's what I'm going to do now. So we'll get our mastic gun ready. Okay, then I'm going to start from this corner. I like the tube end to be thin as possible. Okay, start squeezing your trigger and you'll see it start to emerge. Do it nice and thin and steady. A nice steady line like that along the tile edge of the bath. And you should be okay. So we'll keep that going. So what's the wet finger method, Al? Well, get your finger and either wet it with your tongue, or I've got a load of bath water here, so I'm just going to wet it like that. Wet your finger and put it to the mastic and just draw it along the mastic, like so. Well, there we are. We have a bit of mastic right round the bath now, and as you can see, tons better job. And as long as it stays white, that's our only complaint, isn't it really, about mastics. So I'm off, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.